Hey folks, Good Guy Glenn here. Today is Thursday, May 2nd, 2024. I'm at the US Foods in Zebulon, North Carolina. I've been here since 06 when I pulled in the gate on time for my delivery. And it is currently 09:35. I've been here 3 hours. I got a door pretty much right away when I got here, but when I opened up my doors, one of the pallets tipped over. Because of the dumb way Western routed me through the mountains of Pennsylvania and New York State. And that was it. I had a pallet go over. They count the pallets, they count the product here at US Foods, so I'm going to be here for like the rest of my life. I know that I'm going to get a load and they're going to want me to run this load till like 9 o'clock at night. It's just not going to happen, dude. Like, I'm putting my foot down starting today. I started at I got up at 02 this morning to get this thing here right on time. I am certainly not going to run out all night. I don't care. I really don't care anymore. Here's the other Western driver. He got unloaded. He's done. He went in after me, way after me, hours after me, pulled into the dock door, and now he's done. And I'm still here. I'm still waiting. I still got the red light. I still feel the trailer dancing. I feel like they're unloading me one pallet at a time every hour. Yeah, I don't know how it works, dude. I have no idea what's going on here. I really don't. So anyway, sorry. I'm just like zoning off a little bit because I got up 02. I got some terrible TA coffee because I stayed at the TA over in Ashland. The big TA, not the small TA that's in Ashland. And then I drove out here this morning. I got here on time. And the company GPS got me right here. Both Google and Rand McNally wanted to take me miles away, somewhere else. I don't know where they were taking me. So maybe the street address that Copilot recognizes isn't the actual street address of this facility. I don't know. I don't know what happened, but I got here on time. And I'm just frustrated right now because I've been here all day and I'm just not having... I've been having a lot of like wacky load pickups and whatnot, and I was spoiled by doing a lot of drop-in hooks for a while. And I just don't like the concept of the shippers and receivers don't care about your time whatsoever. They don't care about you whatsoever. The security, shipper, and receivers all treat you like you're a savage, like you're an animal. They treat you like you're dumb, and they talk down to you. Your company treats you like you're an animal. They don't look at anything other than the clock. So if you pause your clock for them, and you don't let it just run out while you're sitting there at the dock door, well then, they're going to take advantage of you. They're going to say, well, you have time on your clock, so run this out. It's like, motherfucker, I've been up since fucking 2 o'clock. See how annoyed I am? You got me cursing on my videos. But I don't care. I don't care. The nonsense they pulled yesterday the nonsense they pulled yesterday with the routing on how they routed me because my fuel solution, they wanted me to go to Greencastle. which if I would have went a normal way down here, it would have kept me on interstates, but instead they wanted me to go to Greencastle on 81 further up in PA, which if you would have came from Buffalo, you would have had to backtrack up into PA. I don't understand it. I don't understand the concept of why they do what they do, but they don't save fuel, time, or money by sending you through these little towns where you have to hit every stop sign, where you're doing 25 miles an hour. You know, stop and go, stop and go. That's just not fuel efficient. So, it is what it is. I'm waiting here for the green light. Who knows when I'll ever get the green light. There's another Western Express driver. He's sealing up his trailer, so he got unloaded, and he's out of here already too. And I was the first Western Express here, and I'm still being unloaded. But like I said, there was a problem with one of the pallets going over. I guess they had to restack it. Whatever. I'm just not playing around today. I'm really not. I'm not playing around today. I'm in like a certain kind of way. It's May now. It's officially 6 months since I've been solo out here. I don't know, man. I don't know. There's a lot of like, you could say whatever you want about the company, but a lot of the companies are the same. A lot of my friends who I went to trucking school who are doing OTR right now are with different trucking outfits, and they get treated the same. They get treated with driving managers or dispatchers, whatever you call them at your company, getting treated like nobody has a clue as to like what is actually going on. They tell you to go pick something up early when it's not ready for another day and a half. Or they send you to drop something early and they won't accept you early. There's times where you need a reset and you're doing a reset because you're not supposed to be live unloaded for another day and a half, and they tell you go and try to get unloaded early. You burn your clock and they tell you to piss off, and now you can't do your reset because now you don't have enough time to do a reset. And it's just like, back in the day, in order to be a driving manager, a DM or a dispatcher, you had to have time behind the wheel, time in the seat. That it was a promotion in the company to become a DM. Now, they just hire people like right out of like high school to be your DM. They have no idea how the clock works. They have no idea about inclement weather. They have no idea about finding parking. They have no idea about all the things that we go through out here. And these are the people who they have trying to tell you what to do. And at this point, I just don't care. I just don't care. It's a shame. Like a guy like me that goes above and beyond, like, I'll give you my all. But if you don't respect me and you take advantage of me, then you lose me. I came to this company with an idea. And the idea was not to treat it like everyone else who just comes here as a stepping stone and gets out. You know, I wanted to give them their chance to, like, do their thing and maybe, you know. But really, OTR in general, I just don't see it. I know that I got friends in this business who've been doing this for a long time, and they manage fine. But a lot of them are dedicated, and a lot of them are like either owner-op or lease purchase, and they've got more, you know, more say as to what they do. But as a company driver, OTR, it's the modern day plantation, man. I'll sit here and waste my time with this dumb receiver. US Foods is terrible. My friends have warned me. I've had a good experience with US Foods up till today. And then today I'm getting the full US Foods treatment. I've had people say to me, US Foods screwed me. I was there for 5 hours. I was there for 10 hours. And I'm like, I haven't had that problem. Like, US Foods, I'm usually in and out. Not today, man. Today I'm having the full US Foods experience. So you know what? Piss off, US Foods. You don't value my time. You want to treat me like I'm some sort of, like, idiot. I'm just like over the nonsense. I really am. I'm just over the nonsense. I want to get the green light. I want to do an empty call, and I want to get my next assignment so I can run out as far as I can, because I know what they're going to do. I know what they're going to do. I already know. Because US Food has burned up 3 hours of my day so far. Going to be 4 hours in a couple minutes here. I don't know why. I don't know why. I just don't know why. I'm thinking as I'm talking. You know what I'm saying, folks? Just thinking as I'm talking. You know, I said when I started doing videos from here, from OTR, I said that OTR isn't for everybody. And I said, hell, I don't know if it's for me. The more I stay out here, the more I'm starting to think, I don't think the OTR's for me. I don't. I don't think that this old dog is made for this. I have got like way too much common sense in my head, and OTR and working for these mega carriers, you have to throw common sense out the window. And if you're the type of person who just doesn't understand, because like it'd be so much easier to do things a certain way, the right way, and like they're not going to do it that way, and if that's going to drive you crazy and stress you out, then just don't come out here. Just don't come out here. If you don't want to be treated terribly, don't come out here, because they're not going to treat you well. If you think that this is a job, don't come out here, because this is not a job. This is a lifestyle, and you have to be willing to put up with this. And if you're not an owner-operator, or you're not doing lease purchase where you're your own authority, you're going to have a hard time out here. You're going to have a hard time out here. These companies, man, they won't get you home when you ask to be home. That's a big one, man. That's been eating at me. You know, I had expressed it to my company, and like, you know, I've gone back and forth on whether or not that's the company's fault. What was I doing in Ohio the day before I had to be home? Why did you send me to Kentucky, then Ohio? Or wherever it was, however it worked out. And then I got stuck in Ohio. And then you couldn't T-call the load to get rid of, so I could get home. Because I told you how important my daughter's play was. I told you. And now I got her graduation coming up in June. You're going to try to do the same thing to me? I'm going to tell you right now, and this is not a threat. This is just a promise. If they try to pull nonsense, I'll leave. I will leave. I don't even care. I really don't care. Because you know what? My daughter is more important than Western Express, Warner. You put the company in its place, whatever company, you know, you're at. My kid is more important than you and your dumb load. You couldn't get me home. She was terribly upset because she just wanted me there. And you couldn't get me home? Okay. You think I'm going to miss my daughter's graduation from high school? You're sadly mistaken. You're sadly mistaken. It's not going to happen. I don't trust you. I don't trust you that you're going to get me home. So know this. Know this. I will go home. You want to charge me with truck abandonment? Oh well, I guess I just can't drive OTR anymore. Oh. Boo. Boo-hoo. Y'all think you got the leg up, dude? You don't have a leg up. Because you know what? You know what? I'm done. I'm not going to say anything else. I don't have to say anything else. Y'all know. You already know what time it is. I don't have to tell you. It's just been one of those days, man. It's just been one of those days. I'm just like, I'm fed up. I'm fed up. I'm hearing things. People are telling me things. Other drivers who have been with this company for a while are telling me things, and I just don't want to hear it anymore. I just don't want to hear it. I've always tried to be positive. I've always tried to look at it from the company's angle. You know what? But at the end of the day, if you don't get, like, I understand that a lot of the drivers that these megas carry, they're not doing anything for their company. You know what I mean? But at the same time, if you don't treat the good people that you do have with any kind of respect, you're not going to maintain good drivers. And I understand you don't want to. A driver like me that's getting up to top salary, you know, which they don't do anymore. They don't give raises here anymore. I was one of the last groups that came in to get steady raises. Something's gonna give here. Something's gonna give. I already see it. I already see in the news what, you know, the motor carrier group is trying to do. The Federal Motor Carrier Association sees that there's a good driver retention problem, and they're gonna start passing rules, man. They're gonna start passing rules. They're already disqualifying a lot of people who were once qualified to come on OTR at some of these companies. And things are going to change. Things are going to change, and it's going to be what it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to change for the better. I really don't. I just think something new will just pop up. There's a lot of talk about the trucking business changing real soon. There's a lot of talk about going to the intrastate model where everything gets brought in by rail and that you won't be crossing. You'll basically every trucker will be a regional guy, and there will be no more OTR. I don't know if that's true. Okay, it's just a rumor right now. But here's the thing: JB Hunt just signed a big deal with rail companies. There's a lot of, like, rail, if you pay attention to the news, rail is making a huge comeback in this country. The railroads are all hiring. They're all looking for engineers. They're all looking for, you know, seriously start to think about, like, how this business is going to change and what you're going to do about it. Now, for some of the dedicated guys, especially if you're doing food delivery or if you're doing reefer, you should be all right. If they go to this intrastate, you're just going to have to be dropping in a lot of drop yards, and stuff is going to get relayed. From what I understand, that's like some model that they want to go to. Is it going to happen? I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball, nor do I sit in on these meetings. What I do know is when you see something that's running, when a car is running and it's broken, it's a matter of time before, if you keep driving it that way, you're going to blow the engine. And that's what these mega carriers are doing right now. They created this falsehood that there was a shortage of drivers, and it turns out they've been doing it for decades. Shortage of drivers. There's no shortage of drivers. There's a retention problem because you don't treat those drivers with respect. You don't train the drivers to become better drivers. You just pump out as much cheap freight as you can out of us. That's it. You just run us cheaply, and you don't care about our CDL. You don't care about our DAC, and that's it. You don't care if we go into violation on our logs. You don't. You'll send us to shippers or receivers with 25 minutes left on our clock, and you'll say you have 25 minutes left. I'm not supposed to use personal conveyance to further the load. And the DOT on their site will say you have to have at least 2 hours left on your log to go check in to be loaded or unloaded. Not 25 minutes. They don't care. They don't care, and it doesn't matter. And everyone who's showed up after me is leaving, and I'm still here. I'm not unloaded yet. So, with that being said, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'll certainly let you know when I know. But as I always tell you, love your family, love God, say your prayers, take your vitamins, drink water, plenty of water. Eat a yogurt and a banana every day. Like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell. And once again, this is Good Guy Glenn. Thanks for watching.